Hey everybody! Nice to have you back in the little shop today. I've got very little room in here. I'm trying to do the best I can to throw up a camera. Hey, we're going to start a big time, serious, PO'd mod on Katsumi today. It's been something that's been on my mind for a while. I've been in process of working on this. And y'all may know, I mean, she's got quite a set of legs on her, doesn't she? She's kind of good looking legs, you know. But when I've been out riding her, I've noticed that I'm weird. I'm a suspension guy. I really like the suspension to work well for the type of riding that I'm riding in, and I like to be able to push it when I want to push it and not have a suspension that's not able to handle it. And so we're going to do a serious suspension makeover on this bike. Now, many of you know it's got upside down forks from the factory. These forks, I think, are 43 millimeter slider forks, so they're plenty strong. They do have compression adjustment, but there's no way to adjust the rebound. And rebound is really important, and I've gotten used to having it, and not having it drives me crazy. So I had an option of whether I wanted to rebuild these forks, revalve the compression side, revalve the rebound side the best I can, and keep going back and forth, taking them apart in order to get them to work the way I want them to work. And I kind of added up the cost of doing that, and it was actually fairly expensive by the time you buy new springs, all the stuff you need to modify them and then take the time to do it. It was adding up. I can't remember the price, but just for the front end alone, just in parts, I think I was looking around $350, $400. You guys may say, well, that's nothing. You send them off to some place, it costs you $500, $600. But for me, a do-it-yourself kind of deal, I wasn't going to spend that kind of money on it. So what I decided to do, because I'm a KYB dealer, I can get KYB parts, anything. I can get anything that's a KYB suspension. So what I started to do is to look for bikes that had KYB forks, and I ended up finding a guy that was parting out a 2006, I think, 2007 Yamaha YZF 450F, which is their motocross bike. And I was able to get the triple trees, or the triple clamps as they call it, which are these. Probably can't see them very well. It's the clamps that hold the forks to the head on the bike. And then I also was able to buy a complete set of front forks that had the proper springs in them, and where I'm able to get all of the parts to rebuild them, I decided that I'm going to completely rebuild the forks, and I'm going to check the valving and see how they're valved. I have a particular valve stack that I've tested for some time that I absolutely love for me. It may not work for other people, but I like it for me. So I'm going to revalve it to fit my riding style and speed and this bike. At least what I think it's going to be. If it ends up not being what I want, I can always change it later. So the other thing is the rear shock also only has basically just compression and rebound adjustment. It does not have high speed and low speed compression adjustment, which I have gotten accustomed to having as well. That's going to be a little bit more work. I might need to actually weld on some tabs to the frame to hold the shock, because the mounting is going to be a little bit different than the stock suspension. So I have that in the box over here. I won't take that out, but it also has the right spring. So for me, rather than buy new springs and new piston valves and some other stuff in there that I'll show you guys on future videos, it was cheaper for me to buy twin chamber forks, the headpiece, and the shock off of a used bike, and rebuild them and install them on this bike. And then by the time I sell off the other stuff with this bike, which is still perfectly good, it's functioning fine, I'll recoup some of those costs, and it may only cost me $200, $300 maybe by the time I'm done. So that's the next project with this bike that I'm going to do. This is just basically an overview on what we're going to do. Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the quick change up here. I'm just messing with you guys, man. I'm sorry. I'm just playing with you. Hey, before I get started, show you what I'm really doing with that suspension. I want you guys to check out my Ben Brawley hoodie. Little things are worth celebrating with a smile. Ben Brawley is the man. If you guys get a chance to think about things this Christmas season a little bit and be giving, go over to GoFundMe.com and support Ben Brawley with send a little nugget of your extra his way, okay guys? I'm actually going to begin wearing this sweatshirt hoodie in all my shop videos as a little reminder to you until it gets too hot, and then I'm probably going to buy me a Ben Brawley t-shirt to have in the shop. So this is the new shop shirt. So those of you guys that like to work in a shop, go pick you up one, man. Be cool like Ben, wear it in the shop. Anyway, you guys, I was just playing with you. I do have plans for the KLX suspension, but the problem is these forks, the KYB forks, although they would be really awesome for me, as I was really getting down to the nitty-gritty and about to put them on the bike, I began to backstep a little bit, and the reason is that bike is primarily kind of an extra bike for my sons to ride. Both of my boys are not real tall. They have fairly short legs, and if I increase the height of that bike by 4 inches, it would be perfect for me, but it would make it really, really difficult for them to ride and for them to be able to start it. So I'm going to show you a little different plan we're going to do, but what I did do is I took all that stuff I just explained and I put them I seriously updated the suspension on the YZ. So I want to just show you here. I've got everything is hooked up. I had to modify the head tube. It was too long. I had to cut it down. I've got new bearings in there. They're modified bearings, and man, it just works great. So now I have 48 millimeter upside down twin chamber forks made by KYB, fully rebuilt, all new bearings, bushings, all new seals, inner and outer. Everything's been pulled apart, meticulously cleaned. It's revalved. So these things are gonna be freaking sweet, dude. So we're gonna do some hammer time on here. Thanks to Duff's Racing for getting me the bars and some of the other parts. I really appreciate him and his help. I was going to modify the original front wheel to work with the new spacing of the forks. What I ended up doing is just getting, I guess this is an Excel. Yeah, this is an Excel rim, hub and rotor, as well as axle from eBay off of 2006 or 7 YZ 450F. So basically everything is hooked up, ready to go. The only thing is my 5/8 Nissan brake master cylinder for the front needs to be rebuilt. I can't build pressure to bleed the brakes. I do have new brake pads on there though, and so that should be really awesome. And while I was doing that, I actually it's pretty tough with a messed up wrist to do, but after about 8 hours I was able to do it. This rear shock was removed, and I didn't do video on it because it was my first time doing this. I didn't really know what it was going to be like, and so but what I ended up doing is completely modifying the internals of that shock with all new modern day suspension. It's got some pretty killer valve work in there, as well as updated components, yet on the outside it's still in the original YZ490 shock housing. which is really freaking cool. And even the nitro canister is the original one. So really awesome. It's going to function like a modern day shock, but look like an old shock. Now, let me bring you over here. This is the box of stuff for Katsumi, and I'm going to show you guys all some really nifty things we can do. I've got some new front fork springs, which are 46 kilogram millimeter springs. That's the stiffest I could get. Right now, they're 37 kilogram millimeter springs, way too soft. And then the rear shock is a 5.6, I think it's 5.6 kilogram millimeter spring. I've got a rebuild kit for the front forks from KYB, and I've got gold valves for the rear shock from Racetech, and I also have some cartridge gold valves for the front forks, also from Racetech. Now, all of these parts were provided by Duff's Racing. I appreciate Duff's Racing and their support of this project bike. Unfortunately, this is the real reason that bike is dangerous, because the suspension is really not built up the way it should be. So I'm excited to get this project going, so keep an eye on the channel, and when I get a break next time, we're going to take that front suspension, rear suspension, and rebuild it, and we're going to show you guys how to do some revalving. Okay, now this is going to be a little different because we're going to be using gold valves, but the principles are very similar. So I'm going to start preparing you for a super project which is coming up very soon, and it's underneath this blanket sleeping right now. And this is going to be a really cool project. You guys are going to be some killer stuff you guys are going to learn on this bike, but it is a secret. In the meantime, I'm finishing up. We're going to fully rebuild this motor. We're going to split the cases, and then this bike will be ready to get out on a track and even do some trail riding with. So anyway, sorry to mess with you guys like that. Truthfully, it's there's just always something going on here, and I'm just excited. It's going to be a ton of fun. So stay tuned, and we'll tackle another shop project, okay? Appreciate all you guys coming, watching, having a good time, and hope you guys have the best of holidays. Don't forget to support the man band, okay? Love y'all. Peace out.